Hey, welcome to Dad Space. This is Dave. It's a little different music this time around. Yeah, a little different. What are we doing? Well, this is National Podcast Post Month. What does that mean to you? It means to you that you're going to get 30 episodes in 30 days. 30, I know, right? And the idea is that as podcasters, we're going to create episodes in support of National Podcast Post Month. They call it hashtag #NaPodPomo for those at home that are keeping score. But the idea is that we just create content for you daily in the month of November. So we are focusing on some great people that have been past guests on the show and friends of the show, answering questions about dads and giving you some feedback. And then also adding in some of the books that I found and resources I found as a fellow dad that could help you possibly on your journey as a dad. So that's kind of what we're focusing on this month, and I'm excited to share this with you. It's going to be a great month, and today's episode is part of that. I'm excited to share with you a new resource, possibly new to you, and tell you my thoughts about it here on Dad Space. Glad to be with you. The other big part of November, which I'm excited to also bring forward for those that are unaware, is we call it also Movember. What is Movember? It's when the mustache is calling. It is our time as men to unite, to take on mental health, suicide, prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and all of that is to shine a light on men's mental health and men's physical health. And we're celebrating Movember as well. Link in the show notes for you to see how you can support is to raise money and awareness for men. So on top of doing National Podcast Post Month, this month is always focused on you as well as men. We're here to support you and to let you know that there's a community around you that's wishing and searching for the best for you as men. So happy Movember, everyone, as well. Let's get into the podcast. So yet another book resource for you. Nice to have you here on the show. We're going to be talking about the book Strong Fathers, Strong Daughters, 10 Secrets Every Father Should Know. Now, we've talked about father-son relationships, but also father-daughter relationships, another whole thing. I'm lucky to have one daughter. I'm happy to have one. The relationships between father and daughter, I don't know, it's just there's something different about it. It brings out a softer side of you as a dad, as a man. And it's hard to put into words because with the boys, I have two boys and one girl. The boys more rough and tumble, more kind of, wrestling and floor hockey in the living room and all that. But then my daughter, there's a softer side that comes out as a guy, as a dad. When you have this girl in your life. And I think this is a good book for any dad who knows you're going to have a daughter or you already have your daughter and you're looking for some perspective on how to parent father-daughter relationships. So this is an interesting book for you. There's some of the main things that there's covered in this book are how a man can become a strong father, how a father's guidance influences every part of a woman's life, from her self-respect to her perspective on drugs, alcohol, sex, how to lay down ground rules with your daughter that are respected without creating distance in your relationship. Very important. Why you need to be your daughter's hero. That's interesting. The mistakes that most fathers make, and there are some pretty serious consequences for some of these mistakes. They're outlined in the book. How to help daughters make their own good decisions and avoid the big mistakes. How a father's faith and your beliefs will influence your daughter's development. How to get through to your daughter even during her toughest don't talk to me years. Those are tough. When the bedroom door is shut and the headphones are on and the phone is in the hand. Yeah. And true stories of daughters who were on the wrong path and how their fathers helped bring them back. So what I like about the book is that this book will help you to learn how to grow, strengthen, and even possibly rebuild your relationship with your daughter to better both your life and hers. So I'm curious what your relationship is with your daughter. Is it strong? Is it weak? Does it need help? Does it need attention? Has silence creeped between you and your daughter in the home? You get in the car and drive her to school. Is there no word said? Just listen to the radio or drive in silence? Is there friendship? Is there joking? Is there time together? Is there an expectation of time together? How does she see you and how do you see her? Just again, as an empty nester dad, I just want to encourage you that the longer you have your kid in your home, the better, because once they leave, they leave. Mine haven't come back. So if you have this hope that, well, she might go off to college, university, and she'll come back, she might not. So while you have this time, this moment today, as you're listening to this podcast, and you've passed your daughter in the hall like 3 or 4 times today and you haven't even spoken to her, you need to hit stop on this podcast. It's fine, I won't be offended. And go talk to her. Go make a date with her. Go make time with her. Go for a walk. Do something with her today. And stop listening to podcasts. Because she needs you right now. Again, there'll be a day when she won't be down the hall. She'll be on the other end of a phone if she answers it, or a text if she sees it. Right now, she's in your house. She's down the hallway. She's in the living room. She's in the downstairs by the TV. You need to reconnect with her while you still have the time to do that. Don't regret it. And go check out this book, Strong Fathers, Strong Daughters, 10 Secrets Every Father Should Know. There's a link in the notes for it. Yeah, challenging you. Whether your daughter's a toddler, running around the house causing havoc, or a somber, subdued teenager who looks disinterested in everything. Don't miss this opportunity. Thanks for listening. Happy Movember. You got this, Dad. You got this. I know you got this. You'll be fine. Just do something intentional today with your daughter. It might be just giving her a call if she's away at school or away from home or whatever. Don't let this day go by. Okay? Thanks for listening. This is Dad Space. I'm glad you're here. Happy November to you. Happy Movember. And I would love for you to share this with another dad. This podcast, this Movember, this month where we focus on dads, this is the focus on you. And we are in your corner. If you've ever felt like you're alone, if you've ever felt like you're doing this on your own and there's no one there to help you and support you, then let Dad Space be that for you this Movember. We need to stick together. We need to be there to support each other and build each other up as men. And this was an entire month focused on us being Movember. So happy Movember, everyone. Understand that you're loved, cared for, and needed in this world. And there's no one else that can be the father that you can be. There's no one else who can be the man that you can be. And we need you. Happy Movember. Thanks for listening to Dad Space. I look forward to having you back for the next daily episode here in the month of November. as we celebrate Movember and National Podcast Post Month. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being a great dad. And thanks for sharing the show. Happy Movember, everybody.
It's time to rethink men's health. Because it doesn't just affect men, it affects us all. When men are well, the benefits ripple through families and communities. But when men are unwell and unsupported, we all feel it. We're all the real face of men's health. Be part of the solution with Movember.